So we just saw John Carter of Mars on IMAX 3D. It stars Taylor Kitsch and Lynn Collins. I liked it a lot. I thought it was an entertaining flick. I thought the action was excellent. I thought the special effects were out of this world. I thought the story was simple, and you've probably seen it before, but it is based on a classic, so that's probably why. All in all, very good performances. Great cast, too. A lot of familiar faces. Even if you recognize just the voices, not the face.
You mean great secondary cast?
The primary... I thought Lynn Collins and Taylor Kitsch did a pretty decent job. They weren't spectacular, but they were very serviceable. Nothing about their performances bothered me. Overall, I'd give the film... I'd say an 80. It was a very good film. I was entertained.
All right.
For the contrary opinion.
Okay, so, look, I was entertained, but first of all, it's 2 hours and 12 minutes. Could have been an hour and 40 minutes. The plot didn't make sense. They showed you a lot of stuff that was unnecessary. The aliens didn't act like aliens. Taylor Kitsch's character comes from the 1880s. He acts like he comes from, like, yesterday.
Technically 1868 for most of the movie.
Well, 1868, which doesn't even matter because you couldn't tell that it was from 1868. The sensibilities, the reaction, and the acting of the two leads, Lynn Collins and Taylor Kitsch, terrible. I mean, the supporting cast, very good, which is something I liked.
Kieran Hines.
Yeah, all of them. All
James
of them were
Purefoy.
good. Special effects, very cool.
Dominic West.
All cool. Very cool. Problem is, when motivations of the actors are not clear and unresolved in the story, it leaves you like, what? And then it's sort of just like this stupid little thing. Like, the way I figured, I was like watching it, like, if this was a TV show, would I watch the next episode? And the answer is maybe. And this is a $200 million budget movie. $250 million budget movie. So I think, if everything you think might be wrong with this is not wrong with this. Like, there's only cringeworthy dialogue probably about 3 or 4 times in the movie where you're just like, what? It's like, this is unbelievable. So it's only 4 times, if it doesn't bother you. Then, like, the reality of, like, his powers are not, I don't think, defined well.
He's super strong. How is it not defined well?
It's so not defined well.
Oh, I could not disagree more.
And so you never really know what his power. And then there's like these
He jumps. He's strong. There is not much more to it than that.
There's a bunch of different sets of aliens, and you don't really understand any set of aliens what they're worried about. And then it's cliched. Every part, like, the majority of the story is cliched.
Well, is it cliched or is it hard to understand? Because
I know. How is it possible to make a movie that's cliched and hard to understand?
I could not disagree
all that
with you
being
more.
Said, look, the movie reminded me of, like, first of all, Taylor Kitsch is like a bad Keanu Reeves. Then Lynn Collins, I mean, terrible as well. I mean, look, they look pretty, but both are in great shape.
Phenomenal shape.
But overall, like, I just don't think, especially with that the supporting cast really showed like much better. And I thought he was better than the girl. I thought the girl was really, really bad. Like, she should not be acting in roles other than like she should be playing like, some like Hollywood chick in her 20s in Hollywood, like, because that's,
I think she's 30.
Yeah, that's like her range. I mean, nothing alien about her whatsoever at all. And their interactions was crazy.
I would agree that Taylor Kitsch was the stronger of the two performers.
And it's just, the whole thing just struck me as weird, and I didn't understand a lot of it. So, even though, with all that being said, I mean, it was like kind of like the Phantom Menace for me.
Which my God,
people
it was so much better than the Phantom Menace. I kind of like
the Phantom Menace a little bit, but so overall, I think I'd give this thing like a 70. I mean, the special effects were amazing.
I'm impressed you gave it that
high. So I'd give it like a 72.
Wow.
Which is high, considering all the problems I had with it, but it wasn't like, the problems weren't that bad. I mean, they were there, but they just weren't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say that, and, that's it,
All right.